Hi, it's Rebecca with Magic and Makeup. Welcome to my channel. Be sure you like, hit, and subscribe so you can get your energies up in here so we can give you a little bit more channeled readings. So what do we need to hear for Aries? Pocket of protection, you get the yarrow. Interesting. So a lot of Aries people who might be watching this might be feeling like they're getting hit with a lot of emotional things. You might be feeling like there's just so much you have and you don't know what to do with all of it. It's just all kind of coming at you and it's all just a lot, right? But what I feel this card is telling me is that you are in a position to handle it because you are protected. So even though it may seem overwhelming or like a heavy burden, you're protected in your own little bubble, right? And I'm also feeling that a lot of you may have abilities and you also may be seers. This kind of looks like a crystal ball to me. So I kind of am getting the sense that some of you are kind of just now waking up to those abilities, possibly for the first time. If you've always known that you had them and haven't really developed them, then this is a good time to do that. As you know, we are all in quarantine. We're all feeling really alone. So this would be a good time to kind of go on the inside and take a look around. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. So that song just popped into my head. So that's a really good song. You know, about wartime, finding peace. It's a really good song. So you might want to listen to that song and divine any sort of messages that it might have for you. I feel like that would be a good song for you to listen to at this time. Alrighty, so I'm going to be pulling 6 cards for you, Aries. 3 for your person and 3 for you. And then a couple of cards in the middle to tell me where the energy is going and where it is headed. What do we have for Aries today? What does Aries need to hear? Keep in mind, Venus is about to go into retrograde in a couple of weeks. So if any of you guys are feeling the need to communicate with a loved one, a partner, lay some boundaries down, it's a good time to do that. Again, you are divinely protected with this pocket of protection here. So if you're feeling like you need to really say something and you have something important to say to somebody you care about or love, now would be a good time to do it. Don't be afraid. All right. So for you, Aries, for them, what's divinely guiding you? And what's in the middle? Oh, we get a couple of other cards. Cool. All right. So, in your connection, you have the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay? Someone's holding on to something. Someone feels like they have worked very, very hard. And they're expecting some kind of payoff, right? Or because you have clung to this idea of having put in all this work, maybe now you're just like, what are we doing? Where are we going? I've held on to you really tight. You know, we've done so much good work. You know, maybe you and your partner have done some therapy and some couples counseling, and you've reconciled and you've worked through it a lot. Maybe now with Venus going into retrograde, you're starting to see a standstill. You're starting to see that maybe communication isn't what it should be, right? On your side, we get another 7. We get the 7 of Swords, the Hierophant, and we have the 9 of Wands. I had to count the wands because I'm like, what the hell is this card? Oh my gosh. So immediately when I do things like that, where I have a moment of pause and like all of a sudden a message might just stop, that means that there's a blockage in that area. So what I'm seeing here with this, again, this is a card of battleship. This is a card of work. You know, you're feeling defensive, you know, you're feeling like you're leaning on this staff and you're just kind of looking for respite. You know, you're just looking to kind of just, you know, is it going to be what I need it to be? Is it ever going to, you know, come to fruition? Where, you know, what? That's what I'm getting from you. So, have faith is what I'm hearing. You need to have faith. You need to have faith that yes, you've put in the work. You've passionately put in the work because you love real hard, right? Aries, they love pretty hard. When they love, they love. So, be proud of what you've done. You know, be proud of this work. You know, just because you might not be seeing a result you're wanting right now, it doesn't mean that it's not coming. Okay, and we'll get to that later in the reading. So, with the 7 of Swords and the Hierophant here, yeah, you're making changes. You're coming into balance. You're asking for guidance from a higher source. And again, this could be therapy, this could be counsel, but messages can come through from the divine through people that we know, through counselors, through therapists, through people that help guide us, right? People that we have soul contracts with. These could be messages from family. These could be messages from your friends who have your best interest at heart, you know, who aren't just going to, you know, screw you around, right? So what I'm hearing is that you are very, very specific when it comes to you knowing what you want, right? And you're kind of coming at it with like a protection energy, right? And you have fought really hard and you're kind of like, I'm taking what's mine, and I'm going to leave the rest. You're either coming with me or you're going. Okay? Maybe that's the result that you're wanting. You know, maybe you're kind of at that place where you're like, okay, you know, I've held on to this long enough. I've put in the work. I know that I'm coming into balance and that I'm right with God. I'm right with my sources. I'm right with divinity. And I'm going to just take what's mine and walk. And I'm just going to move forward. And again, this is very much a thinking card. It's an air card. Swords, all about the mind, right? So this is probably something that you're feeling in your mind or thinking about. Maybe you haven't really communicated it yet, but you really, really want to. And I feel like maybe you're probably questioning whether or not it's a good time. Again, with Venus going into retrograde, now's the time. If you want to communicate, you can talk. You're protected. And even if that person decides not to come along with you in your journey any further, you just need to let it be. I don't really see that happening though. I feel like that's sort of a construct of dynamics that have been at play between you and your person for a while. And whatever's going on your person's side, let's take a look at them. They're starting to kind of let that go, right? So I feel like you're wanting to really talk to them and communicate and say, are you coming or are you going? Are we together or aren't we? Are we one or are we two? Because if we're one and we're a unit, great, let's go. On their side, they get the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the King of Pentacles. So they have an opportunity here with you. They have an opportunity through you, with you, to have a divine soul union here. Okay? So what I'm seeing here is that the work that they have done on themselves is part of that opportunity that will continue if they stay with you, right? But the Lovers is also a card about Gemini, right? It's a Gemini card, and it's about duality. It's about choices. This card is very much a heart card about choices. And it's not so much a card about, you know, who are you going to choose, or are you going to choose to walk away? But it's also a card that, you know, signifies what are you going to do about it? You know, how are you going to go about it in your choices? Okay, you've made your decision. How are you going to get there? How are you going to take your golden opportunity and crown yourself king? Okay, because kings are all about action. Okay, they conquer, they go for it. That's mine. I want it. I'm taking it. But how are you going to do that? Are they going to have integrity or not? And what I'm also seeing here is maybe there's been a lack of integrity in the relationship somewhere. But if there's been a lack of integrity, that needs to stop, because this could also be a lesson for them on how to behave with you in a way that has integrity, right? They're being self-honest. They're looking at themselves. They're seeing that these are messages from the divine, from their ancestors, from their spirit guides, telling them that this is where you need to put in the effort. It's work, but you're going to come out on top. This card doesn't come out for no reason, right? You just have to make a choice. Are you choosing two or are you choosing one? And they could choose themselves, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad choice. So if they're not sure about whether or not they're going to be with you or if they're going to break up with you, you know, try your best, I'd say, to just keep holding the balance. Keep holding the spiritual balance, not for you, not for the sake of your relationship, but just for you, because that's what you need, right? You have to give yourself what you need first. If you present them with, say, are we together or aren't we? And they're like, I don't know because I'm feeling conflicted. I'm not sure what to choose or how to go about this anymore. You can just say, okay, I respect your time. Take time to think. I'm going to go do my thing. And for the resolution, we get strength, the 5 of Wands, and the Judgment card. So I'm seeing that reconciliation here is going to be good, Aries. I'm seeing that there's just been some immaturity in between you, because right here, it's right in the middle. This is what's dividing you here. We've got your side here, their side here, and we've got immaturity here, right smack dab in the center. This is a sham fight, right? This isn't real. These big emotions, everything you're feeling, oh my God, it's so hard. You know, no, calm down, take a deep breath. It's not that complicated. You just need to be honest with yourself about what you need and what you want, lay a boundary down, and then have them come forward with what they need and what they want and their boundaries, okay? If you both need time to think about it, take some space, by all means, go do that, okay? Because this passionate, angry defensiveness and fighting and immaturity, it's not suiting you. It's not suiting you. It's not suiting them. What does suit you here is strength. That's what suits you. What suits them is also strength, because that's what's going to help you guys meet in the middle, right? So within this golden opportunity and you saying, I'm taking what's mine, I'm walking away, I'm tired of thinking about this, there's strength in this outcome. Okay, there's, you know, you got to tame the wild beast, right? You got to tame those thoughts that are holding you back, that are keeping you stuck in this immature sham fight, that's putting that mountain between the two of you, right? At the end of the day, we've got the Judgment card. Okay? Judgment will rain down beautifully upon you. You guys are going to welcome it. I think you guys will be happy about the outcome there. I'm not going to say maybe for better or worse you will end up with this person, but you will find peace in what happens because you will choose integrity. And again, integrity is about strength. Integrity is about choices of the heart, okay? These are both heart cards. So keep in mind that whatever it is you choose to do, however it is you choose to go about talking to the person you love or the person you care about, that how do I say this? It's about compassion for the other person and what they're going through. Maybe they don't know, and that's okay. Maybe you know what you want and you need, and that's okay too. If they're not ready or if they're not sure, that's okay. You can hold compassion for them. You can hold that in your heart and just say, I understand. Take your time. All right. Let's pull a couple of cards to finish off your reading, Aries, from the Romance Angels. What are we going to hear for Aries and their person? Final messages, please. Not too many. I want to talk, that's for sure. One card for now, please. Okay, again, what were we just talking about in the beginning here? Pocket of protection with Yarrow. You get, it's safe for you to love. What was I just saying? It's safe for you to love. Now, I want you to keep in mind, Aries, that this also means it's safe for you to love yourself. It's safe to put boundaries down. It's safe to tell them, we've been at this for a long time now, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to need some answers and some clarification from you very soon.